Now, about 600 people from 11 communities in Zamfara state have been forced to flee their homes following attacks by bandits on their domains and neighboring villages. The communities are Rijia, Marake, FALAU, Kura, Gaidan, Doka, Koya, Baya, Wuri, Kaura, Doganmaje, Baguda and ADARAWA. The people say they had to trek with their children and animals to Gusau, the state capital, which they consider a safe haven. And our correspondent, Theophilus Darifai, reports.
The latest attacks on communities in Zamfara state is coming after months of secession attacks, mass abduction of persons and cattle rustling. The recent attacks on these communities, who mainly engaged in farming as their main source of livelihood, prompted them and their children to flee their homes for safety. The fleeing locals, who are mostly nursing mothers, are taking refuge at the earlier primary school tsunami in Gusau, the Zamfara state capital. They say many of their people were killed, houses set ablaze, while properties and livestock were destroyed by the bandits. They blame the attacks on the reluctance of security operatives to confront the criminals despite several calls.
Some bandits have been terrorizing our village. They attack us and unleash mayhem on us for over 4 hours. We call on security personnel, but no one showed off.
We want government to assist us send security operatives to our communities. Our people have been killed by criminals.
If security personnel are not deployed to our village, by the time we go back to our house, we will not have even a place to lay our head.
This woman says she and other members of her community trekked for over 20 kilometers to get to this primary school. The people are afraid for their safety and believe their livelihoods are now seriously threatened by the activities of armed bandits.
We trekked with our children and animals from our village to Gusau, which is over 20 kilometers.
Government should help us provide security so that we can go back to our homes. Rainy season is almost here, and with the situation at the moment, no one can go back to the village.
The armed bandits unleashed terror on Zamfara communities while the state governor Bello Matawali was away attending security meetings aimed at addressing banditry. The internally displaced persons here, who are predominantly farmers, want government to provide adequate security in their communities so they can go back and prepare for the farming season. They also want government to deal decisively with the enemies of peace. Theophilus Darifai, TVC News, Gusau.